Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the domain analytics session. So this is Vijay Krishna. So I'm going to take automotive analytics, guys, which is sponsored from 360DigiTMG. Okay. So what is this automotive analytics? What is this domain analytics? So guys, in today's session, we will be seeing what is meant by domain and in which domain we are going to work. Okay. So guys, this is completely about domain analytics. So if you are very much interested in data analytics and data scientist, right? So we are going to see this. So before going to start the session, guys, let me introduce you about 360DigiTMG. Okay. So we'll be seeing about our 360DigiTMG company. So, so guys, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a job to get in data science or data analytics, I recommend you to join this institute. Okay. So where we are going to teach you all type of things, and you can see what type of certificates we are providing, and you can see the success journey of students who studied in 360 MG and got placed in some companies. Okay. So guys, these are we. So in this 360 MG, we are going to provide data analytics as well as data science courses. Okay. So we are going to see how this thing was developed. So we can see industry masterclass by 20 plus years of industry experts. Okay. So basically the one who is going to teach you, right? They all are the experts in some projects. Okay. They'll be expert in data analytics. They'll be expert in data science. And I make sure you're going to learn end to end. Okay. So you don't have to worry. So I'm from electrical background and mechanical background. No, if you're from non-IT background also, that's fine. So if you want to uh, develop yourself in data analytics or data scientist, you can always check your website. Okay, you can see what all sample certificates we provide, what is our program fee, modules. Okay, you can see IBM, guys. So when you complete data science or data analyst, we are gonna give you IBM exam. Okay, so which is gonna add more weightage to your resume, and you're gonna get a certification of completion. So when you complete the project, when you complete the assignments, you're gonna get some projects, right? After getting the live projects, make sure you're gonna get into any project, and after completing everything, you should have to write an exam, guys. So when you write an exam, we will provide you a certification of 360 MG. Okay, so you can see these are sample certificates, guys. Okay, so after that, we're going to see what all the program details, how this classroom training, employee upskilling. So you don't have to worry about anything, guys. So we'll be teaching you from the scratch. So how to build your resume, which model to work on. If you have any doubts, we'll be having the doubt sessions. Okay, so if you are interested, guys, make sure you visit 360MG website and make sure you're going to learn everything. So guys, domain analytics. When I said about domain analytics, right? So we'll be seeing CRISP MLQ methodology. We'll be seeing EDA, statistical. So I'm going to explain you in the upcoming slides how we are going to see what are the things we are going to explore day by day. So make sure you attend my session every day. Okay. So my domain is about automotive. So automotive, in the sense it includes cars and everything, right? That is automotive. Okay. So you can see our CEOs. Okay. Bharani Kumar Deepru. So if you want to learn Tame the Python, guys, I recommend you to visit YouTube channel of 360MG or go to YouTube channel and type Bharani Kumar Deepru. You can get, I make sure, guys, you learn Python from scratch to end. Okay. So if you're a beginner, if you want to start your journey with Python, so let me say you don't know anything about Python. So I recommend you to go to the YouTube and search Tame the Python. So that is one thing. And the Tame the Python is explained by our CEO. The CEO himself has explained the Tame the Python. So I make sure you grasp all the knowledge from starting. So I said non-IT background also. So if you are interested in Python, guys, as we know, it is blooming, right? So you can go and visit the YouTube Tame the Python, and you can completely study the basic of Tame the Python. Okay, and Sharat Chandra Kumar and Nitin Mishra. So these are our CEOs like only. So if you want to see daily questions, the daily interview questions, you can always visit our YouTube, guys. So every day our mentors has been done some interview questions. Okay, if you want to learn deployment, you can go to Sharat Chandra Kumar. So he has developed very much, guys. Means let me say the deployment he had made very easy to explain. Okay, so you can always visit the YouTube of 360, and you can always learn anything else. So that was all about that. And you can see what all students have said about the CEOs. Okay. So these are the things we'll give us, and this is our alumni workout. So the placement where we are going to provide after completing everything. So it may be Cosigran, Wipro, Capgemini, Dell. Okay. So these are the things. Okay. This was all about 360DigiTMG. So we offer both online and offline courses. Okay. So this was all complete details about this 360DigiTMG, guys, before moving to domain analytics. So now let's move to domain analytics. Okay. So moving on to domain analytics. So we will be seeing what is this automative. Okay. What is this automative domain analytics? Okay. So guys, what is this automative analytics? So basically automative this. Whenever I say automative, what comes in your mind? Right? Automative. The name itself says automative. So guys, automative is nothing but basically, let me say in simple words, which made automatic process. Okay. So the automative word. What is this automatic results? The automative analytics, right? So this is the thing we are gonna see today. So what is automative analytics? How we are gonna implement? What all is our agendas? Okay. How automative has developed in data analytics? How automative has developed in data scientists? We'll be seeing these type of things. Okay. Automative. Okay. Automative, the definition describes what does this information and translation means. Okay. Basically, we are going to see how this cars has been given, how this flight has been working, right? So basically, we will be seeing this, and moving on, guys, we'll be seeing agendas. Okay. This automotive industry, guys, whenever I talk about automotive, so basically here we are going to see how we are going to apply this data analyst or data scientist topics to these automotive industries. Okay. The automotive industry comprises a wide range of companies and organizations, right? It is involved in design and development, manufacturing, marketing, and selling of motor vehicles. Okay. It is one of the largest industry. I can call it as one of the largest industry. So we can see everyone in every home, like simple, this will be having some automotive cars, the cars, the vehicles, right? So how this revenue was increased in automotive, how we can use this data analytics or data scientists to improve this automotive. So we will be seeing that way. Okay. So automotive basically refers to a Greek word. Okay. It was referring from any form of self-powered vehicle. Okay. That was about automotive. This automotive industry, basically it is the fourth largest. So whenever I say automotive, guys, it was the fourth largest in the world as per 2021 statistics. It was the fourth largest industry in India. Okay. And in upcoming the years, I can say it may come to top one, top two, depends on how the automotive has been increased. Okay. So moving on, guys, we'll be seeing how we're gonna implement. Okay. So what is all about this automotive analytics? So analytics, guys, whenever I say analytics, okay, we're gonna go with the concepts. So in the upcoming sessions, we'll be seeing how we are gonna how we are gonna implement KNN, what is mean by KNN, what is K-means clustering, what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, different type of machine learnings we'll be seeing, linear regression, neural networks, okay, multi-layer perceptron. So these type of things we'll be seeing, guys. Okay, these type of things we will be seeing how we are gonna see how we are gonna apply this automative analytics. Okay. So moving on, guys, we'll be seeing what is our agenda. Okay. So introduction to automative analytics, its applications. So as I said, guys, what is this automative? Automative is nothing but, as I said, we are gonna see how this cars, the bikes, how it developed, how we saw the income. Okay. And what are its application? What are its automative applications? Okay. So what is automative? We have seen. What are the automative applications? So if you guys ask what is meant by automative applications, guys. Okay. The applications, basically we can say mechanical testing, right? So let me write it for you. So whenever I say automative, you can always think about a car. Okay. How we are going to implement AI on that. Okay. So that was all about automotive analytics. Okay, this advanced driver assistance systems, and we'll be speaking interior and exterior lighting, right? So these type of things will be seen. So if you ask about applications, so what are the applications of this automotive analytics? So automotive analytics include, guys, the first one is mechanical testing. Not first one, basically, I remember mechanical testing is main important for automotive testing. Okay, mechanical testing, and we'll be seeing let me say it as ultrasonic inspection, right? And we'll be seeing data logging, right? Data logging, and we'll be seeing radar ranging. So at what type the radar is there, and the engine performance, basically the main thing, right? The engine performance. And I said about data logging. Okay, and communication monitoring and so on, guys. Okay, the video navigation. So when you get into a car, you always see, okay, it has some display like thing. So what is all about that? Okay, so the video, the navigation. I hope you all know about navigation, guys. So if you want to reach any destination, we're just gonna give in the mobile also, in this car also, we'll be having some navigation. If you put that search destination, it's gonna show us the route, right? So same thing. It is all the applications of automotive analytics. Okay, and this was all about applications. So as I said, we are going to see what is our agenda today. Okay, what is our agenda? Crisp MLQ. What is meant by crisp MLQ? So in today's class, guys, we'll be seeing what is meant by crisp MLQ methodology, what is meant by EDA and data pre-processing, what is this data mining, unsupervised learning, what is this clustering, what is the name indicates clustering, what is meant by K means clustering, what is meant by KNN, right? So we'll be seeing different terminology skills. So if you're interested in data science or data analyst, I make sure you get everything, the basics, what I'm going to teach in domain analytics. Okay. And we'll be seeing what is meant by the decision tree, linear regression, and MLP. Okay, guys. So this is our agenda. So we'll go one by one, guys. So what is this CRISP MLQ? What does this CRISP MLQ stand for? Right? We'll be seeing that. Okay. And what is this EDA? What is this data pre-processing? How we are going to do this unsupervised learning. So why we need this supervised learning, machine learnings, why we need this KNN, how to implement this in automotive. Are we are going to see the increase of automotive or decrease of automotive, or we are going to calculate the performance, or we're going to calculate the price, or we're going to calculate what will be happening in the future, right? You'll be having so many of questions. So why we are going to learn domain analytics. So guys, I make sure how the things are working in data science and data analyst field, how it is blooming. You can always know why it is blooming, why data analyst and data scientist blooming, why not others, right? So guys, AI, I hope everyone has heard about that, artificial intelligence. So why it is blooming, why it is blooming in data science, right? So if you are interested, you can always go to 360DigiTMG and you can always enroll your number there. So always they are ready to explain what you're going to learn. Okay, so that was all about that. So moving on, guys, CRISP MLQ methodology. What is meant by this CRISP MLQ? CRISP MLQ is nothing but the full form stands for Cross Industry Standard Process for Machine Learning Quality Assurance. So C stands for Cross Industry Process for Machine Learning Quality Assurance. Okay, this is what stands for CRISP MLQ, guys. Okay, this is key. CRISP MLQ. So why we need this CRISP MLQ? Okay, so the question arises. So why we need this CRISP MLQ? Why we need this EDA, data pre-processing, right? So I'm going to explain step by step. So if anyone asks what is the full form of CRISP MLQ, we can always say it is a cross-industry standard process for machine learning quality assurance. Okay, so what are those methodology? So guys, as I said, so we have developed some mind map, guys. Okay? From 360, we have developed some mind map. So you can always go to the mind map, guys. It is always keeping on update. Okay. So whenever the new things is added regarding data science, okay, it is always added in the data science mind map, guys. Without any doubts, you can refer the data science mind map and make sure if you learn this data science mind map every day, guys, that's enough. Okay. Let me show you how to go to that. Okay. So guys, you can always go to browser and type data science mind map 360DigiTMG. See, so when you click on that, guys, not only 360DigiTMG, like this data science mind map, you'll be having different type of mind maps also regarding on which your like your ethical hacking, all right, so which you are very interested in. Okay, so this is our mind map, guys, which is done by 360 digit mg. Okay, so crisp mlq, as I said, the full form of crisp mlq is nothing but cross industry standard process for machine learning quality assurance. Okay, so you can see the cross industry standard process for machine learning quality assurance. Okay, guys, so we'll be seeing how we are gonna implement this. Okay, so we have different type of methodologies. As I said, data preparation, we're gonna see it. But first thing I have to explain you about is the crisp MLQ methodologies. So business understand. So what is this business understand? Right? So we have, so what is record business objective? What is this record business constraints? So what is the success criteria? How we are going to recommend to write objectives, right? So guys, whenever you get any project, if you're solving any business related problems, okay, you should always record business objective, always record business constraint. So what is this business objective and business constraint, right? So guys, let me explain you about what is meant by business objective and business constraint. Okay, so let us go with a scenario. Okay, so let me say about a credit card. Okay, so let me change my font. Okay, so let me wait. So I was talking about credit card, guys. Credit card. Okay, so when I say that terminology or record business objective, record business constraint, it may be hard for you. So let me crack it for you. So what is meant by record business objective and record business constraint? Okay, so guys, let me talk about the loan thing. Okay, the loan apps. I know everyone know about credit card and loans, right? Everyone has come through that credit card things, the word terminology and the word terminology loan, right? So let me say a person, okay, let me go with a scenario. Let me say a person, okay, a person is taking loan, as took loan, okay, is took loan in the XYZ company, okay, in XYZ bank, you can say, okay. So he has took loan, guys, from XYZ bank. So the bank has given him loan without taking, let me say, he hasn't provided any. So let me say in the old days, guys, there was not about PAN card, Aadhaar card and all. So they were giving you the loan, so you should pay back, right? When you go to older days. So let me say the bank has given loan to this guy. Let me say, okay, this person has took a loan from this bank, XYZ bank, okay? And let me say so many people are taking loan from these banks, okay? So many people are taking loan from these banks, okay? So the person, let me say the first person, the name is first person. The first person is keep on paying his loan, okay? Is keep on paying his loan. There is no any cross mark from his thing. Is keep on paying his loan, okay? So what loan he has to is keep on paying his loan. And the second person, okay, the second person has took a loan, the same loan as first person took. Yes, second person has took a loan, okay, but the second person is not paying the loan. After taking the money, he is not paying the loan, the second person. So this might be a worry to the bank people, right? So the first person is keep on paying his loan, the amount what he has took from bank, but the second person is not paying a single penny. So the bank will go up. So the bank can't take that. So they have given the loan. Of course, he should pay back. But the second person is not replying, let us think, and is not paying any loans. Okay. So what will happen? So let me say the second person has took loan in the XYZ company. Okay. Again, he'll go to any other bank. Let me say it as ABC. Okay. So only the XYZ bank knows this second person has took a loan and hasn't repaid it. Okay. But this bank, ABC bank, doesn't know. Okay, he hasn't took a loan. He's asking for loan. Let us give for him also. Again, the second person take loans in this ABC company. Okay. And again, the same thing happens. He is not paying his loan. Okay. He's not paying his loan. So what is happening here? So how to track this person is not taking the loan, is not paying the loan? How to minimize this guy? Okay. How to not to give this guy a loan? So now the business understanding comes. So this is a business understanding. So let me say a CEO of XYZ company has said, so I have given loan to these two persons. Okay, I have given loan to these two persons, but the first person is keep on paying his loan, but the second person is not paying his loan, and I want to make sure he doesn't get loan in any other banks. Okay, the CA has come with a business understanding. As you're a data analyst and data scientist, right? As a data scientist, let me say a CEO has come to you and he's asking, see, I have provided a loan for first person and second person, but first person is paying my loan. That's fine. But the second person is not even paying my loan. And I want you to make sure that he doesn't get loan anywhere. So guys, what you will do as you're a data scientist, you should solve this problem. So what you will do? You will create a business objective and business content. The CEO says, I want to make sure I don't want any other people to give loan who is not paying. So the CEO saw second person is not paying the loan, right? So he's saying, let me say, the CEO is saying, so I want to make sure the people who are not paying me loan, I want their names. So let me say I want to restrict them. I want to business constraint. I want to constraint an objective. Okay. So how to do that? So as you are a data scientist, guys, you will record business objective. What is the business objective here? So we have see credit card loan payment. Okay. Not repaying curve. You can take like this. Not repaying loan. Okay. Not repaying loan. What is the business constraint? So of course, in your mind, it will be there. Okay. If he's not paying, he's not repaying the loan, minimize these type of customers. Minimize the customers who's not paying the loan. Okay. So 1 second now. So minimize the customer who is not paying the loan. Right? This is our constraint. So what is business objective? The CEO has come, second person is not paying. So what you think? Okay, not repaying loan is my objective. How to minimize that? So what you will do as you are a data scientist, you will take the second person's details. So you know if you want to get a loan, a detail should be given, right? So you'll take details of the second person and you'll check each and every transactions and each and every loan he has got from the banks, right? And what you'll do, you're gonna restrict this guy's details. So no other banks give similar. Okay. So you as your data scientist, you are gonna restrict that no one gets the loan. Okay. So this is how the data scientist is gonna work. This record business objective, record business constraint is all depends upon us. How we are gonna record business objective. So yeah, the CEO is saying like this. So what should I do? Okay, he's not repaying the loan. So I'll take that as objective. So what should I do? What is my constraint? So I'm going to mini. So he's saying he wants the person who is not paying the loan. He doesn't want that guy. So what you'll do? So you are gonna do minimize the customers. Okay, you're gonna minimize the customer who is not paying, who is taking loan and who is not paying. So you're gonna minimize them. Okay, that is all about record business objective and business constraints. Okay, I hope you guys understood that. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so we'll be seeing what is a success criteria. What is this recommended to write objective in 2 or 3 constraint using words? Okay, so guys, when I wrote, right, when I write this minimize and maximize, so we saw what is the business objective and business constraint, right? So we have seen what is business objective and business constraint. So this is my objective and this is my constraint. Okay, so it is recommended to write objective and constraint using 2 or 3 words. What is meant by that? Means, guys, you should use a terminology. The objective is not repaying loan, and the constraint is minimize. So it should be in 2 or 3 words, not a paragraph. Okay, not like 100 or 1,000 words. Or okay, so it should be in 2 or 3 words. Basically, one sentence you can consider. Okay, not more than that. So it should be very sharp indicating what sentences. Okay, which let me say the 3 line sentences should be in 1 sentence. Okay, that is the business objective, business constraint. The data scientist should think like that. Not we are going to write 3 lines. So in 3 lines, how to make 1 line which is going to convey everything. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, And also use the recommended data optimization terms. The terms optimization, you should use minimize and maximize. You should use the terms minimize and maximize. Okay, you should always use the term minimize and maximize. So how to use that? So here you're going to say minimize. Okay, minimize and maximize. So I have written minimize. Okay, so that was all about these things. And what is this project chatter? What is success criteria? So guys, this is our mind map, as I said, guys. So it is keeping on update every day. So I recommend you to, if you're interested in data science or data analyst, I recommend you to use this data science mind. Okay, I go through it every day because so many wonderful topics, so many new things is coming up, guys. Okay, so you should always keep updated yourself. Make sure you visit the data science mind map and go through it. Okay, so business criteria. What is this machine learning criteria? What is the economic success criteria? Okay, in the upcoming slides, we'll be seeing this. Okay, I don't want to go into deep as we get in, right? So I make sure you understand every basic topics and then we can proceed. Okay, so moving on, guys, you can see project chatter, right? So when you click on project chatter, okay, so when you click on project chatter, guys, you can see. So what is this document? What is this project? All right, so we'll be seeing this. Okay, so what is the first document to get signed? So project chatter, guys. The name itself says the project chatter. Okay, the first document to get signed. So guys, let me say a CEO has come. He has given his project to you, right? In the sense, what you have to do. It is a confidential detail. Okay, it's a confidential, right? He's giving his whole bank details. So I don't want this kind. You can't just go and share it to everyone, right? So they can steal the data. Okay, so project chatter. Okay, so guys, this is the first document which gets prepared of any project. The sentence indicates the first document, guys, which gets prepared on any project. The project charter, it is the first document which is going to get prepared by any project we're going to do for any project. It is the first thing which is going to prepare. And after that, it contains details at high level. Okay, it contains details at high level. As I said, yes, if CEO is coming and is going to give you all the details of bank is considering, you should always protect it, right? You're not going to pass it to anyone. So there will be data location and many more, data logging. All right. So what is this? What is this? Contains high level documents, means that's it. You'll be having all the details. Okay. So after that, we'll be saying the document is signed by project sponsor. So guys, the documents is signed by project sponsor in the sense. So when you're doing this work, it will be signed by the project sponsor who is going to give you. So let me say here, CEO has given you a task. So minimize this, minimize that. So how we are going to do the document which you will be getting, right? It will be got signed by the CEO. So let me say, if you got any project, okay, so when you join to this 360DigiTMG, you're gonna get an NDA form from innovation, guys. Innodatatics Innovation. You'll be getting this NDA form. Okay, there you're gonna sign there. So I'm not gonna give any any additional information to any other company or any other institutes. Okay, so you're gonna sign that NDA form. Okay, so that is how we are going to work on the live projects, guys. So when you ask about NDA form, you'll be signing that. It will be saying an instruction. So this is my project. So I'm not going to share it to anyone. But NDA form. Same thing here, the seal also we give. Okay. So after that, if you're still interested, guys, no, sir, I need more information about this business understanding, right? So if you want more details, if you're more excited to learn, I recommend you to go to the blog, guys. So you can see the blog is here itself, right? So the blog, which we has written by the experts of this data science fields, right? So when you click on that, you can see what is this crisp understanding blog. So guys, let me explain a few things here. Okay. So guys, when I was talking about this credit card transaction, so to solve that, we have four stages of analytics, guys. Okay, we have four stages of analytics. So basically, this stages of analytics. See, you can see crisp business understanding. Okay, which is done by Bharani Kumar, the CEO, guys. The CEO has updated this. Okay, and you can always refer the blog, guys. Okay, so when I said there are four stages of analytics, guys. So actually, to solve this, we have four stages of analytics. One is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and descriptive. Okay, these are the four stages of analytics, guys. So you can see there is a wonderful explanation about that also. So what is this descriptive? What is this diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive? So you said this is you are gonna relate it to the credit card. So how we are gonna relate that? So guys, descriptive analytics. The name says descriptive. What happened in the past? The CEO came, he's saying my clients are taking loan. Means my someone has took a loan in my bank and is not paying loan. So what happened in the past? He's saying past in the past someone took a loan but he's not paying. Not someone, the particular person took a loan. He's not paying. And taking historical data, we're going to do diagnostic analytics. Okay, why something happened? So the person has took a loan, right? So he's not repaying the loan. There should be some reason. So you'll be seeing why something happened like that. Okay, why he's not paying the loan? He's taking banks from other loans too, right? After that, predictive analysis. What is likely to happen? What happens in future? So what happens in future, guys? He's coming. He's gonna take loan. He's not repaying. He's coming. He's gonna take loan. He's not repaying. So what happens? Of course, the bank will be up. There will be no. There will be loss, right? So he's gonna take loan. Okay, and he's not repaying bank. So what will bank do? Of course, it will be lost. So how to solve that? How to solve that issue? Prescriptive analytics. What needs to be done? Give suggestion to control. So the same scenario is the CEO, I said, yes, given you the bank details, he is saying minimize these customers. I don't want this type of customers. Okay, that is prescriptive analytics. What needs to be done? Give suggestion to control. You, as your data scientist, guys, you are gonna give your suggestion. Okay, this guy is taking this the loan. Second person is taking loan. He is not repaying. Right. So what is suggestion you can give? And he is saying it shouldn't happen to any other bank. So what you're gonna do? You will collect his details and you're gonna forward it to the other companies through apps. Some will be having, right? So links. So you'll be keep on updating there. So this guy is taking loan and he's not paying the loan. So his CIBIL score will be decreased. So you know CIBIL score when you're gonna take loan, it will be showing you if you have a good CIBIL score, you'll get loan anywhere. If it is bad, if you didn't repay the loan, it will be showing okay, CIBIL score is not good. We're not gonna provide him loan. So if you want to check, guys, you can go for a loan apps, right? So I have seen some loan apps, which is very good. Okay. So if you have a good CIBIL score, they're going to say, okay, you are eligible to take the loan. If you're not good at that, they're going to say, sorry, we couldn't request your process, right? Depends on how your CIBIL score maintains this. This is the thing in the four stages of analytics, what we can do when we have a problem. Okay. And we have project management methodology. So I'm going to explain it there in the window. And we'll be seeing cross-industry standard process for data mining, okay, which has 6 steps. We have seen that, right? So understand business problem, record business chapter, objective, and we have seen what is data collection. Means we're going to see how I'm going to explain what is this data collection, preparation, EDA, feature engineering, data mining, machine learning. So guys, in the upcoming sessions, we are going to see how we are going to implement all the things, okay? And you can see survival analytics. What is this business understanding? Okay. So what is this different type of data collections? Okay. So let me explain this. Going to the mind map. Okay. So if you're too much interested, I suggest you to go to this thing. Okay. Go to the data business understanding. Go to the blogs. Go to the mind map of 360DigiTMG. Refer every day. Keep on updating yourself. Okay. So what was my second agenda, guys? So when I say my second agenda was introduction, we have seen crisp MLQ, we have seen EDA. What is this exploratory data analysis? What is this data pre-processing? Okay. So guys, let us go to the mind. So data understanding. So in data understanding, the name itself says data plus understanding. Understanding the data. We're gonna understand the data. Okay, so this data I have, what I have to do using this data. Okay, So we have two types of data types and data collections. So when you click on this, you can see continuous, discrete, qualitative versus quantitative, structured, semi-structured, big data, cross-sectional, balanced, and offline and live. Okay, these are different type of data types. So guys, now we are gonna go about data understanding about the data. We're gonna understand about data. So continuous. What is this mean by this continuous data? The decimal point, guys, which makes complete sense. Okay, the decimal points. Let me say the number which makes complete sense. Okay, is called as continuous data. The decimal point which make complete sense is called continuous data. Okay, so what is this decimal point which make complete sense? Okay, so I'm going to explain this, so you don't have to panic. As I said, we are going to go from the scratch. Okay, we are going to make sure you understand everything. There will be no doubts. Okay, guys, the decimal point which makes complete sense. So guys, when I say I'm weighing 70.3 kg with the decimal point, I'm saying I'm weighing 70.3 kg. Does that make sense? It makes sense, right? Okay, is 70.3 grams. Okay, 70.30 grams is okay. We can say so 70.3 kg. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, if I say I have 2.4 laptops, does that make sense, guys? I'm saying I'm weighing 70.3 kg. Okay, that is perfect. Okay, he's weighing some 70.3 some decimals. That is fine. I'm gonna say I have 2.4 laptops. Will you get confused or not? What he is talking about? Either he should have one laptop or two laptops. He is saying he's having 2.4 laptops. How is that possible? Okay. That type of data is called as discrete data, guys. Continuous means the decimal point which makes complete sense is called as continuous data. The decimal point that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense is called as discrete data. Okay, so this is what is meant by continuous and discrete, guys. Okay, so if you want some information, you can see interval and ratio. Okay, so what is meant by this interval? It is nothing but subjective. So when I say IQ ranking, okay, when I say ranking, you can see, so we have some military ranking, right? Some normal person to lieutenant to the like this. So now, if you are confused there, let me go with some school. So elementary, primary, secondary, and we will be going on to highest education. Like that is what is meant by interval. Ratio, objective, most preferred, guys. Basically, we are gonna see the most preferred. So basically, no one is gonna see temperature. So temperature might be changing 37 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, right? So most preferred in the sense we're going to see in the daily life. Okay, so someone will be asking what, someone will come and ask you what is the temperature. No, right? They'll be asking you, if you see, they see them in a person, they'll asking you what is this, what is your weight, what is the height, what is the age, right? So that is the most preferred thing, guys. So what is my weight? 10, 20, 30, 40, depends on examples like height. So what is your height? So that continuous data, guys. Can you be 5.3 height? Can, right? 5.5, that is continuous data. The decimal point which makes sense. Age, can you say I'm 20 and a half? That is like between, guys. Some say no, I'm not gonna accept that. You are either 21 or 22. Say me that. You can't say I am like 21 year and 3 months old. Okay, a baby you can see, and either in some concept it is accepted and some it is not accepted. Right? Depends on how we are gonna work. So this was all about continuous, guys, and have given an explanation what is meant by continuous and discrete data. Continuous data, the decimal that makes complete sense. Discrete data, the decimal that doesn't make complete sense. Example, 2.4 cars, 2.4 laptops, right? So what is this qualitative versus quantitative data? The name, the term says qualitative versus quantitative, guys. Okay. qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative, okay, quantitative, which cannot be measured, guys. I'm talking about quantitative. Okay, don't get confused, guys. Here, qualitative and quantitative. Okay, qualitative, which cannot be measured. Okay, so let me change the color for that, so it will be easy for you to understand. So whenever I write in blue color, guys, think it is about qualitative. Okay, whenever I write about writing, it's all about quantitative. So I'm going to take reading means quantitative. Okay, so the terminologies are same, so I don't want you to get confused. So quantitative, which can be measured, guys. Okay, which can be measured. What is in the sense you're saying which can be measured? Okay, so anything, guys, which can be measured. So let me say I will give you some packet of rice. I'm gonna say, can you measure it? So what you will do? You will go to the digital weighing and you'll replace there that, and you'll be saying, okay, the weight of the kg what you have given is the 1 kg of rice. Okay, so I'm gonna say, so listen to the example properly, guys. I'm saying qualitative versus quantitative. Here I'm talking about quantitative. So let me say I have some packet of rice. Okay? I have stored it in some packet, and I'm gonna say, so can you weigh me this and give? Can you measure this? So what you will do automatically, you take that pack of rice which I had given, and you'll go and weigh it in the weighing machine, and you'll say, okay, this is like 1 kg. I have measured it. So quantitative is pressure, which can be measured. Okay. Now I'm choosing blowing. In the sense qualitative. So what is qualitative? Here you have measured the rice. Okay. So qualitative, guys, qualitative, which cannot be measured. The feelings. Okay. I'm going to explain that. Which cannot be measured. So when I say the rice you have measured, okay. So more good example. Let me go with the biryani. Okay. So everyone knows that. So I'll say I have a packet of biryani. Can you weigh it? What you'll do? You'll go and weigh that, and you'll see. Okay, the biryani packet is 1 kg. Okay, a biryani packet consists of 1 kg. When you order in some apps, guys, you'll see you'll be getting 1 kg of biryani, right? Okay. So here, what is which cannot be measured in the sense you have measured this biryani after eating that biryani. Guys, can you express how much you like that? Okay, the joy when you're eating, can you express that feeling? If I ask, show me how much you love your mom, can you show that? Okay, there are different types, you cannot measure that, right? That is what is meant by qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative, which cannot be measured. In simple terms, I have measured the weight of biryani, but the joy when I ate, I cannot measure that. You can just say it is very good, that's it, but you cannot completely say how much you have enjoyed that, right? That is what is meant by qualitative versus quantitative. Okay, so I assume it is clear for you. Okay, so moving on, we'll be seeing what is meant by structured, semi-structured versus unstructured data. So what is the terminology structured say? What is the terminology semi-structured say? Okay, and unstructured. So structured data, which is represented in the form of tabular format. So you can see that it has written there. Structured data is that data which can be represented in tabular format. Okay. So what are the examples? Can you give me any examples? MySQL, Microsoft SQL. Okay. So if you are more interested, guys, so I want to do more research about this semi-structured and structured. Okay. So I suggest you to go and do some research, guys. Okay. If you want to become a data analyst, data scientist, you should always be doing research where you get. Okay. So I said structured data. Right. So structured data is nothing but which has like represented form of tabular columns. Okay. So structured data, if you ask some examples, addresses on credit card numbers, stock information, geolocation, names, dates, these are all structured data which are in the form of tabular. Okay. The structured data is, let me say, it is a standardized format for providing information about a page and classifying a page content. Okay. For example, the pages when we said recipe page, the ingredients, like what will be having the ingredients, the cooking time, temperature, what is the calories we'll be getting, right? Depending on like that, the structured data is. Okay, what is semi-structured data? Okay, semi-structured data, right? Semi-structured data is a data which is not provided in tabular form, okay? Which is not in the form of tabular columns. The opposite to the structured data, which cannot be transformed into structured and tabular. So it is saying semi-structured data is that data which is not provided in tabular format but can be easily transformed to structured tabular. So it's saying it is not in the form of this tabular format, but it can be easily converted. So what is the example, sir? So you can see the examples are HTML, XML, binary executables, zipped files, guys. So you know zipped files, right? So when we want to extract something, we can. So zipped files, what we will do? We just extract that file. So that can be converted in structured format, right? And different type of sources will be having. Okay, the web pages. If you ask me, the best example, guys, is HTML. Okay, the HTML code, which doesn't restrict any type of or anything, right? So that is the example of this semi-structured data, which is not in the form of semi-structured, which is not in the form of tabular column, but can be converted into type of table. Okay, that can be done easy. So that is done. So what is unstructured data? So you have shown us structured, semi-structured. So guys, try to guess you. So structured is which is in the form of rows and columns. Semi-structured, what is semi-structured? So semi-structured, sorry, you're saying it is not in the tabular form, but can be converted. What is unstructured data? Unstructured data is a data cannot be placed in its raw state of tabular format. The images, guys, videos, images, is that in tabular formats? You see, will that be in tabular formats? No, right? The videos, images, audio, text data, textual data, right? Which is not. So when I write something, notepad, is that in tabular format? No, it is in paragraph, right? So that is what is meant by unstructured data. So we have seen what is meant by structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. So these are different type of structures of data. Okay. Going on to big data versus non-big data. So what is this big data? What is this non-big data? Non-big data, guys, which is available in your laptop. Okay. The non-big data. What is non-big data? The transaction that will be stored in our current software is not as non-big data. Okay. So big data. So what is this big data versus non-big data? So guys, the name itself says data. Okay. Big data is used for distributed architecture, the computational distribution, the computers in network, the traditional data. Okay. If you ask me, sir, give me an example. I want to understand it more easily, right? Traditional data in generated in enterprise level, right? Big data is generated outside enterprise. So guys, this non-big data is generated in enterprise level, means the level which are in basic. You can see the transaction of your money which you have done in form. That is, you can consider a simple example if you want to understand easily. And big data is generated outside the enterprise level where you can't get anything, any information. Okay. So we have not four V's, guys. We have we have four V's here: volume, velocity, variety, and veracity. So guys, as this is a data science mind map, we have four V's, but actually we have seven V's, right? So here in mind map, it's basically only for data science. Okay, so if you want to become data science, why you want to learn more things, right? Which is not related to data science. If you want to be particular data science, go on with stick with the topics which you want to read, right? So why you're not saying like that? Why you want to learn more? So guys, let me give an example. So when you're learning for any IAS or IPS, right, you'll be going with the particular newspaper, the Hindu Times, the Times of India. Why you're not going for other papers? Because the information which you need is only available if you the information which is needed for IPS and IAS to become IAS, you're going to prefer that pages. The same thing here, guys, in the mind map. If you want to become data science, data analyst, data scientist, right? You need only the topics which is needed to become data scientist. Why you need to become this? Why we want to add a stock development, right? Why you want to become a software developer? right? So same thing here, guys. Only the things which is important to become a data scientist. Okay. So moving on, we have cross-sectional versus time series versus longitudinal data. So cross-sectional, the name says cross-sectional, right? Data and the times which in sequence, guys, it will be in sequence in which you have data does not matter. So date and time in the sequence in which you have data does not matter. Means the data which you have in the sense of sequence of date and time, the sequence of other things, it doesn't matter when you are in cross-sectional data. Okay. Sorry for that. So cross-sectional data or a cross-section is a study of population. Let me say an example of study of population, statistics and econometrics. It is a type of data, guys. Basically, it's a type of data collected by observing many subjects in one point or over a point of period. Okay. Sir, can you give me an example for cross-section? Sure. So the best example for cross-sectional would be, guys. Okay. The best example cross section would be, let me say, medical study for examining the cancer among the defined population. So I'm going to define. So I'm going to do medical study examination on the cancer of defined population. Okay, so this many students having the cancer, right? That would be one best example for cross sectional data. Okay, and we have is time series data. The name itself says time plus series, time series data. Depends on time, you can say. See, date and time and sequence in which we have data matters. Okay, there in cross-sectional type, the data doesn't matter. But in time series, the data matters. Data should always be arranged in a sequence, ascending or descending. So, guys, dependence of time, I can say. Okay, time series data, let me say, is a collection of observation obtained through repeated measurements over time. Okay, so guys, try to understand what I'm saying is time series data is nothing but, okay, it is a collection of observation obtained through repeated measurements over time. Okay, so what is this time series data? Can you be more specific, more easy way? Let me say data that is recorded over consistent interval of times. Okay, the data which is recorded over consistent interval of time. What happens in cross-sectional data? It contains multiple variables or several variables recorded at the same time. Okay, so time series and cross-sectional, guys, I'm going to say the difference. So time series data is the data that is recorded over consistent interval of time. Okay, so I'm going to write it down for you. So consistent. Okay, and this cross-sectional data is recorded, let me say, several variables. Okay, you can see multiple variables, the same thing. Cross-sectional data consists of several variables recorded. Okay, several variables recorded at the time. Okay, so this is let me say, a pool data. Okay, pool data is a combination of both time series and cross-sectional data. So I'm going to explain that in longitudinal data. Okay, so we have seen time series. So now we are going to see is longitudinal, combination of both. I said, right, pool data. You can say longitudinal data, spanner data, pool data, right? Different names we have this, but more preferably, why, sir, you're saying there is a pool data, why it's not showing it? The most preferred terms, right, guys, when it's updating, the most preferred terms what data scientists are using are keeping updated here. Longitudinal or panel data, the combination of both. So it is a combination of both time series and cross-sectional data. Okay, longitudinal or panel data is nothing but combination of both cross-sectional data as well as time series data. Sir, what is this panel data? You're saying this is a combination. Can you explain us? So guys, panel data is a collection of quantities obtained across multiple individuals that are assembled over even intervals in time obtained on chronology, guys. Okay, so if you want any example, okay, if you want any example, the difference between this both, you can go always with the images, guys. two groups of panel. So let me say in cricket, you'll see, right? Combination of, as I said, it's a combination of both. In cricket, you can see, okay, let me say India has scored, like we'll see, will like mark like this, like India has scored this much. So 400, right? In Bangladesh match, we have seen it has for more than 387 something was there. So after that, you can see how the team has been scoring. So the Bangladesh scoring like this, and it was going like this, and it went like this, right? This is what is meant by longitudinal panel test. Combination of both cross-sectional as well as time series data. Okay, they were following this line, and again, so comparison of this both line is known as panel database. Okay, I hope it is clear now what is meant by this cross-sectional, time series, and longitudinal panel data. So moving on, we'll be seeing what is meant by balanced data versus imbalanced data. Sir, what is this balanced data? So guys, balanced data is nothing but simple random sample. Okay, so you're saying the balanced data is simple random setting. So what is balanced data? Right? The doubt arises. Can you explain me about what is meant by balanced data? So guys, balanced data is a data set where each output class is represented by the same number of input samples. So guys, try to focus. I'm saying a balanced data set is a data set where each output class is represented by the same number of input samples. So what is this output class? Is nothing but a target class. Okay, balancing can be performed by one of the following techniques, like oversampling, as I said, simple random sampling. Okay, okay. So what is meant by simple random sampling? Right, simple random sampling. So this simple random sampling, guys, is a type of probability. Okay, the type of probability sampling in which the researcher randomly select a subset of participants from the population. So guys, so sir, you're saying, I'm not able to understand the terminology. You're saying something like a randomly selection. So guys, to make easier, what is meant by simple random sampling? So I hope everyone in school, when you're writing something, suddenly when the question answers are coming, so suddenly teacher says, okay, you get up and answer, right? You'll be, I am sure like you have been gone through this. Suddenly they'll point to you and they'll say you try to answer this question, or they'll point to others and they'll be saying try to answer this question. The same thing is going to happen. This simple random sampling is the researcher randomly selects a subset of participants from a population. Okay, same thing is going to do here. In simple terms, a teacher choosing a person to explain normal. Okay, so when your teacher is, so let me say a teacher is explaining about the lesson. So to make sure if he is not following or not, suddenly the teacher says, okay, you can proceed from there. Right? The same thing is happening in random sampling. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go for imbalanced data set. Sir, what is this imbalanced data set? So data set is good. What is imbalanced data set? So guys, random sampling. We are seeing different type of things here, right? So what is this imbalanced data set? The name itself says imbalanced data set. A classification data set with skewed class proportion. Okay. So let me say the classes that make a larger population. Okay. What is imbalanced data problem? Okay, we'll be asking that. So imbalanced data is common problem in machine learning. Okay, this imbalanced data set, which bring challenges to feature correlation, I can say, class separation, evaluation. It results in poor performance, guys. That's it. Okay, this imbalanced data set results in poor performance, which is almost occurring in this machine learning. Okay, so as we proceed in the daily sessions, we'll be seeing that. Okay, and offline data was live streaming data. So I hope I don't want to explain here. Offline data. Okay, so to make you understand better, guys, the video which you have downloaded, okay, consider it as offline. It means when you download, so in YouTube, guys, okay, in YouTube, there will be option of download. So when you download that video, guys, You can see it without owning this internet also, right? Without having the internet connection, you can open that video because you have downloaded it. That is what is meant by offline data, guys. Okay, that is what is meant by offline data. Sir, okay, you have said offline. We know what is meant by live stream, right? Live streaming data. So live streaming data, guys, is nothing but the live data which is running, right? So when we see in Hotstar, when we see this live cricket, right? That is what is meant by live streaming data. Okay. So guys, in today's session, we have seen what is this CRISP MLQ methodology. So what type of methodologies we have? We have continuous, discrete, quantitative versus qualitative, semi-structured and all. So guys, why we are gonna do this automative analytics, right? So the domain is always speaks about these things. The domain speaks about automative analytics. Okay. Automative. The name itself says how automative was implemented in this data analytics. Okay. How automative was implemented. Why we are gonna say in the analytics, why we want to implement that. Okay. So guys, this automative analytics. Okay, we'll be seeing how we are going to implement this k-means clustering, how we are going to implement KNN. Okay, so today's session, guys, we have seen the introduction about our domain analytics, right? So what is our domain analytics, guys? It is all about automative analytics, right? So guys, I make sure you attend every day this domain analytics. Okay, not only we are gonna do automative analytics, guys. We have thousands of domain analytics. Okay, we are gonna, as the data scientist guys, we have to do research on everything. So if you are not only interested in automate, if you are interested in robotics, if you are interested in army, if you are interested in oil and gas, if you're interested in education analytics, navy, depends on guys. We have enormous of domain analytics conducted day, okay, monthly. We can say the domain analytics has been done by different trains. Okay, so make sure you visit 360DigiTMG YouTube and make sure the domain analytics which you are important. You can always get an idea how we are going to implement this data scientists, how we are going to implement data science knowledge about in this domain analytics. Okay, so these were the data types, guys. So the CRISP MLQ we have seen the introduction. So guys, so let me show you the next thing what we're going to see. So guys, as we have seen introduction to automative analytics and its application, right? We have seen this introduction. Okay, so we have seen CRISP MLQ methodology. So guys, I recommend you to go to data science mind map, click on the blog and always see what are the methodologies. So guys, we have seen 4 stages of analytics, right? Descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive, right? So guys, in the upcoming sessions, we'll be seeing how we are going to implement this exploratory data analysis. So we have seen this today. We'll be seeing how we're going to implement data pre-processing. What is this data mining and unsupervised learning? What is k-nearest neighbor? What is a decision tree? What the term indicates linear regression? The term are saying linear regression. What is the term multiple layer perceptron? Right? So we'll be seeing those things. Okay. So as we move on, you can see introduction. So guys, let me do a recap as I'm going to explain you about data preparation in the upcoming sessions. So let us recall all the things what we have studied till now. Okay. So the introduction, automative analytics is the analytical capability to automatically detect relevant anomalies, patterns, trends, and deliver insight to business users in real time with no manual user analysis. Okay. So guys, automative, the name itself says auto. What is auto, guys? Not the term. Automative automatically detects. So automative analytics is the analytical capability to automatically detect. So it's going to detect automatically without any interference of human guys. Okay, some machine requires automotive, some machine requires human interference, right? To start or something. So, sir, what is the human interference? So let me say, guys, if you want to on your laptop, you should always press the start button, right? To start that, or any vacuum cleaner, right? So here, automotive in the sense, guys, that doesn't require any interference. Okay, which doesn't require any human interference. So, guys, when you do a research in research, recently in Japan, where they created some robots which mimic human brain, automatically got itself activated, guys. When they have off the robot, right? When they have turned off that, automatically it got on. Automatically it connected to the satellite and it got on and killed so many people, guys. You can see the research of in Japan. The automatically these robots got activated themselves. Okay, so you can say this as well as this domain, this AI is boon also and it is a curse also, guys. Okay, depends how we are going to use. So you can always go and read that article. It was very good. Okay, means how it got activated itself, the robot, right? I was very curious when I was learning about that, how it got activated. When you turned off, how it got activated. It sent some detection to satellite, guys, and it suddenly it got activated and killed so many people. Okay, you can go and read that article, guys. It's very interesting. So as I said, if you want to become a data analyst or data scientist, you should always have a curiosity what is happening in the what is happening in the world. So how will I develop, how we are going to, how as a data scientist, how I'm going to work there, right? You should always that in mind. Okay, so emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, say, see, guys, as I talked about this robots, it's all about here AI. Artificial intelligence, guys. What is artificial intelligence? Which mimics human brain. Okay, it is a natural language generation and machine learning algorithms are used to continuously monitor and operational performance and track user defined metrics and search large data sets aligned with desired business outcomes. So, guys, AI, as I said, it is boon also as curse also, right? So it depends on how you are going to use, how these things are going to bloom in the industry, how it's going to take over, right? The AI. So if you want to do something, guys, you can always watch Terminator, right? The movie called, which is from Arnold. If you want to see how AI was working, right? You can always watch that. If you're curious about these things, guys, you should always watch these type of movies. Okay. So how this artificial intelligence is going to take over, how we are going to implement Tesla cars, guys, right? It's going to say the objects, the automatic driving. It is all done by artificial intelligence, guys. Okay, which is going to make human brain, the robots. Okay, where we're gonna give the neurons, right? The neurons, the dendrites, the neurons. Means 10 in the 10th we have studied. It will be like amoeba shape. Okay, so do a research, guys. When I'm saying artificial intelligence, it is all about that. Okay, so it generates alerts of notable changes at fixed intervals or triggers the delivers analyze as a trigger. Okay, the Japan example which I had given, it may trigger this. Okay, depends on how we are going to use. Okay, so moving on, we'll see what are the benefits. Sir, you're saying automative analytics is boon also, curse also, right? So what is the benefits of this? So benefits, multiple advancements, the field of data analytics and its connection to the automotive industries have led to smarter, efficient, and more connected vehicles, leading a radical boost in sales as well as marketing. So guys, if you want to learn, I have created a wonderful blog for this automotive, guys. Okay, you can always read the blog which I have given for this automotive. Okay, so I have done a lot of research, guys, for this blog. I make sure you'll be very happy when you read the blog. Okay, not only mine, different type of blogs also has been created by the trainers, which are very good. Okay, you'll get complete details when you read the blog. Okay, these things I am going to apply. Okay, these things what is going to happen. So we have created two blogs, guys. One is related to complete details of about automotive, what you're going to work, and the second blog is all about this how we're going to apply this game clustering deck, how we're going to explain complete details. Okay, so here multiple advancements in the field of data analytics, right? So when I say data scientist and data analyst, both are different, guys. Okay, data analyst, you can always go, as I said, you should be a researcher, you should be curious. Okay, when you're going to learn data analyst or data science, okay, you should be always focused. Okay, if I want to become data analyst, what should I read? If I want to become data scientist, what should I read? What should I work on? Okay, not only reading, what should I work on, what concepts I should learn, data analyst, what concept I should learn. So guys, if you are confused, right, if you are confused about this data analyst and data scientist, you can go and see the difference the page, guys. Okay, in 360 mg you can see the difference. Okay, for data analyst, what I should learn, so what are the things I will learn, right? If you join 360 mg, what are the topics you're going to learn? If you join data scientist, what are the topics you're going to learn? So if you're confused, guys, you're not getting the complete information about data analyst or data scientist, I recommend you to go and see in the page what is data analyst and data scientist. Okay. So guys, here you can see the industries has led to smarter, efficient, and more connected vehicles. The vehicles, guys, which is very smart and efficient. So always we'll see a vehicle which is very good, budget friendly, maintenance is good, right? The same thing, the industry has led to this smarter things, okay, efficient, okay, it's might be more connected vehicles, leading to a radical boost in sales as well as marketing. Okay, if the vehicle is good, right, automatically we are gonna we can see all they're gonna buy the same thing. So in the survey of 2021, we can see Maruti Suzuki, right, the car, which is very high in sales, okay, which is good in customers, okay, okay, the same thing. Okay, so you can always see the ratings of 360 mg also. Okay, the students which have joined and have rated them, and they have given some suggestions and all. Okay, so guys, this is the benefits of this automatic. Okay, so moving on, we'll be seeing the challenges. So what are the challenges we are going to face while we are driving, while we are doing this automotive analytics? So we're going to access production related costs. So guys, if we want vehicle to be good, okay, as a middle class, we want vehicle to be good, and it should be driving goods, right? And the maintenance should be good. The same thing, the challenge is what you're going to face in automotive is excess production and related costs. If the vehicle is too much of cost, some may not take, guys, right? Depends on okay. So I'm going to pay some 15 lakh to this car. It should at least contain a GPS tracker. Okay, it should at least give some bank bills, and it should have a like camera at the back. So when I'm parking, I should see what is the distance I'm covering. Okay. So we should access the production in the same cost. Okay, connected technologies and their implications. As I said, guys, we should have some technologies, right? So I'm gonna I'm gonna give 15 lakhs if there is no GPS tracker, if there is no back camera, if there is no the video player where we can see okay where we are traveling. Why to buy that, right? If there is no technologies installed in the car, it's useless, right? Only you can just drive. In the few years it was there, but now we need everyone just sees okay there is a backside camera, okay we can park, okay we can see, we don't need any help, we can back ourselves. And the navigation, if we put navigation, then we can just go watching the car, right? And the self-driving evolution. So guys, the self-driving evolution is nothing but Tesla. So guys, everyone knows that Tesla is gonna revolve around the world. So the automatic cars, the electric cars is gonna, they're saying the future is the electric. Why they are saying the petrol may exhaust, the petrol may get over, right? We don't know what may happen. So they are saying the future is AI, the future is the electric cars, the future is Tesla, right? Why they are saying that? Because the AI, guys, the AI is growing so fast, it's blooming all over the thing we can say, okay? And sustainability. Okay, so if I buy this car, or it's going to sustain, okay, okay, it's going to come for 5 years, 10 years, depends on how the company has made the design of the car. Okay, the shift from ownership to access. Okay, so I want this ownership, how to access how to access. So what are the challenges I'm going to face is automotive analytics. Okay, these things are we are going to see, guys. Okay, and next thing is what is the applications of this automotive analytics, right? So predictive maintenance and warranty analytics, traffic management, safety and security, okay, dealer performance, right? Different type of. So what is the maintenance? How we are going to see what is the warranty analytics, right? Traffic management, the applications. Okay, we'll be seeing how we are going to implement this. As I said, guys, we'll be having the sessions every day. So make sure you attend and read the blogs and always go to the data science mind map. Okay. So guys, the conclusion, if you ask me what is the conclusion of this automative, guys, Modern automobile manufacturers are tracking their products and machinery using RFID. RFID is nothing but radio frequency identification, guys. Okay. Using this RFID, this radio frequency identification, we are going to see what is the manufacturers tracking their products. So actually on what products they're taking. And from the above use cases, we can see that it becomes the harness of the data. So the supply chain of automotive industry, it's going to unlock the benefits, increasing margins, lesser downtime days, supply less chain. Okay. So let me say Maruti 800 is so much like let me say it is in a lot of use, means they are buying so much. So they're going to modify that and they're going to leave it again the same name Maruti 800, right? The brand has its names, right? It depends on that. And good automotive analytics practice can go long way in attaining sustainable competitive advantage. So guys, this automotive analytics is a practice, okay, which can go in a further way, in consider like a large way in attaining this competitive advantage. Okay. So guys, thank you for today's session. So we have seen before leaving, we have seen what is the automotive analytics. We have seen what are the challenges we are going to face, right? What is our applications? So these things we have seen, guys. So in the upcoming session, we'll be seeing what is this data preparation. So how we are going to clean the data, what type of cleaning data, why should we clean the data? So when you have curiosity, so guys, we'll be learning things. Okay. So thank you for today's session. We'll continue tomorrow, guys.